So for frontend, we use React Native, and we use component-based development. So each screen and UI element is represented as a reusable component. So in that way, we can easily use some functionalities again and simplify the code maintenance. And also add navigation. So for seamless navigation between different screens, we use the navigation library. So for example, like stack navigation, tab navigation, and drawer navigation. So also we use state management. So there's some building state management using hooks, such as use state and use context. And also we have UI styling. We implement the apps UI by a combination of flexbox and style sheets. So in that way, it will just makes the user experience better. Also for data fetching, we have integrated API calls to retrieve display data, including events and user profiles. So we use the axions for fetching from the backend Flask, and also error handling. So we implement error handling, so to provide informative error messages to have better user experience. And for the backend, we used Flask, and we have implemented AI API endpoints. So for example, we have API endpoints for uploading photos with the post method, and also get with a get method for retrieving all the photos for a user, and we have display all users as another API endpoint. And also we have database integration. We integrate the Flask application with a relational database, MySQL, and I'll talk it later, and to store user profiles like event data and other relevant information. And also we use SQL Alchemy, which is the interface between the database and the Flask. So it's to interact with the database efficiently. So database design. So we carefully design the database schema to represent the app's data model effectively. So basically, we have tables like user profiles, like the photo, all the photos for user, and also each photo, those photo table, and also some authentication tokens, etc. And also we have mapped the relationships between tables using foreign keys and constraints. So in that way, if I wanna just have a name, um, I can use name to retrieve to another database. And also we use normalization in the database so that we don't store any other um, duplicated data or any any more data than necessary. And also we have password integrity. So we have hashing. So we use one-way cryptography hash function, and also we use salt to protect our users' information, especially the password. So and also the hashing with salt, and the combined result of the password and salt is hashed. So this will get stored in the database. And also we have authentications, which is the user registration we provided. That users directly registration with an email and password. So we perform actions such as data validation. So to ensure it meets some required criteria, like it's valid, and also it has a strong password, and also it has password hashing, as I said before. And also we have user login, and we use JSON Web Tokens to manage user sessions securely. So every successful login will come with a unique JWT token. Um, so it will be used for the later authenticated requests. And also we have user we have password verification and the token expiration. So tokens must be expired after a certain of time. And also we have the name tag. So we can manually tagging, allow users to manually tag individuals in the photos and store the tag data in a secure database, and also insert interface and develop a user-friendly interface from a family album and display photos with associated name tags. Implemented a tag event listener on each name tag for user interaction. A filtering mechanism: upon tapping a name tag, trigger a filter function that queries the database for photos associated with the selected person. Retrieve and display only the photos containing the selected individual. And also challenges and resolutions. Authentications, so different authentication mechanism. So upon failures, we got failures um in the beginning, the front end and back end, we have separate people doing that. So they in the beginning they use different authentication mechanisms, but after that we figured out that it won't work together. So it has some session management issues. So then we adopted a standardized authentication protocol, which is the GWT, to ensure compatibility. So which allows seamless communication between the front end and back end during user login and session management. And also we have encountered some version control conflicts, because also when we're merging the front end and back end code, we have delays and code loss, which is really undesired. So we enforce version control, we use Git and just we review the code very frequently, so to ensure that every part is on track and in a correct state. And also for time management, so sometimes we have really unrealistic time estimates, and we just thought we could get one part done in a week, but then it ended up we spent one more week or one or half a week to do that part, and it leaves less time for us to finish the rest of the project. So it after, but we have a more data driven approach, since we have already been delayed for so many times. So we figure out a better plan for each part of our projects, and also we can be more accurate on the time, and also for procrastinations. So sometimes we um just finish at the last minute, but we probably should finish earlier. So every time we just check in with each other to say, oh, have you finished on that part? So in that way we get less procrastination issues.